Is there somebody inside the lobby
Pick up the red phone.
to pick up the red phone?
Yes, and
Okay,
dispatch will help you.
the public restroom, is that locked?
Pick up the red phone, dispatch will help you.
What's your name, sir?
Officer Cleveland, like
Badge-
the city in Ohio.
106, badge number?
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
You guys pick up the red phone.
Yeah, you told me twice already, thank you. Spoiler alert.
Trying to block me from filming, dude.
Who is?
All these guys.
These bozos?
Yeah, they're trying to scan. So
Yeah.
go around.
This guy's gonna bring a sign to block us, I'm guessing. Shh, quiet on the set. Ready for action? Mr. Nate Skates, 182, Wolfie Gladly, News Now, California.
I don't care what it is, dude. I'm not your dude. Go away.
That's the show they're filming. Damn. All that for us? Hey, look at all that for us or what?
Oh, they're doing all that for us?
What's going on over here? In case you guys haven't noticed, I'm super nosy everywhere I go. I have to know what's going on everywhere. Oh shit, look at the guy in the brown hat. It looks like Pierre. Everyone has a job to do, so it seems. This guy's job is very easy. Hold the microphone. Wait, who's this? How much you guys want to make a bet that these officers are getting paid overtime to just stand around? And this is how Hollywood gets the police to kiss their ass. And this is how police gets Hollywood to kiss their ass. It all makes sense now. This is how they keep the... Wait, who's this?
They are now. What's your name on this? Say it, I can't play the person last name. Nice to meet you.
How you doing today, man?
Good yourself?
Not too bad. Senior officer?
No, I'm a detective.
Oh, detective?
Yeah, we met.
Oh, I see.
I'm whatever you want me to be.
No, you're not. I want you to be a good guy, so I hope you
Well,
are.
I'm a human being.
A human being?
How about that?
Yeah, that's fair.
It's what I do for a living, just like with you.
That's right.
Beyond that camera, there's a person too.
Yeah, exactly. The person with the camera.
Well, aside from that, we all have our own personal lives. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Just the way you have your job to whatever you're doing here. I have mine, but at the end of the day, you're still your own person. I'm still my own person.
That's right, man. Definitely. But there are good people and bad people on this earth, and we need to distinguish who is who. But let's go see what they're doing over there.
That's the problem is that they're filming a live shot. You know, you film this, you put it on the internet, you're gonna give spoilers away.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
We're trying to get
Yeah, everybody wants to get paid. I mean, come on now.
Yeah, I agree with you. What I try to explain to all the officers is, hey, look, There's a playbook right here. Here's the playbook. This is what it says. We can do this. We can do that. That's what it goes. So.
Well, every officer we've encountered so far has been very professional. We appreciate it.
And you guys have been actually
Thank you.
polite. So
Very polite.
everything goes depend on how you guys react. You know, it's like anybody
Right.
else. You treat an adult like an adult,
That's
you're gonna be
it.
treated the same way.
And my channel, that's what I try to bring, man. I try to highlight the good officers as well as the bad.
Right.
Wow, I got
you know,
Neither am I.
two.
Look
I
at
got
me.
2 inch heels on my boots.
even though the good officers don't get as many views, I still put them up,
They
man.
won't. It's just human nature. People don't
Right.
want to see good,
Right, right.
unfortunately.
Well,
Don't
not
believe me, look at
everybody,
the
man.
news.
Right.
But I got my boots raised.
Okay.
So, because I'm like 5 years.
The sergeant has a really good attitude as well, man.
Yeah, he's super cool. I mean, like I said, it's like with anything else. You guys been really
He's
cool
cool.
with us. We
He's
have no
cool,
reason
too.
to be cool with you guys. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's it's a great place to find stolen goods. Find stolen jewels. You'll have.
Thanks for the tip.
You'll have guys go, hey, my car was stolen in North Hollywood. All my tools were in the back of it. These are mine. Well, how do you
put
know?
this
Because
boot
my
bag
initials
on the
are
black
all-
market.
Like, yeah, they are yours. So.
Crazy.
I'm gonna go see if I can find something good over there.
I just remember these guys was I was here. There was no engagement at all, and they just didn't like it, so they just immediately stood in front.
Well, I mean, everybody can stand up, but you can move. Man.
Well, no, I did, but it was.
Do you know what they're filming?
Like this.
You know what? Some
There
kind
you go.
of
Like a square
TV
dance.
show that I don't watch.
Yeah, we got.
But yeah, but don't take it personal because they even told us to move out of the way, and it's like
Oh, really?
I'm not gonna be like, hey, they're paying money for this. I have to move out of the way.
I want some of that money. They're paying some of that money to the city, right? I'm a taxpayer, so I'd like some of that buck. I like some of that back and take my son to lunch in a little bit.
I
You know
went
what I
to the
mean?
city hall and tell them that. How about
Huh, right? You know, City Hall is one of my favorite places to record because the mayor's in there, internal affairs.
Not always, because this is different than a small little city.
Right, okay.
If it was City Valley, yeah, you got everybody there. Here, it's just a lot of people that are really into the city and they kind of almost volunteer their time to be the mayor and everything else. So,
It's all the city. Usually, the city halls is where they have like the sister city displays and stuff too. So I like to go show that stuff.
yeah.
My channel's a little bit boring, a little funny sometimes, a little exciting.
You got to put exciting stuff, otherwise you won't get
Yeah.
the views, man.
So when you guys,
Like I said, it's unfortunate. That's the way humans are.
Very true, man. There's good and bad in everything.
There is, but again, for what we see in TV and well, not even TV anymore, because nobody really watches TV. You know, it's human nature. Because with us, that's why people like to watch us because we deal with all the negativity. You know, anytime I talk to somebody, they're either a victim of something, a suspect of something. It's always something negative, unfortunately. And I think that's the attraction with police.
Yeah.
overtime for us, and then the production company pays the city to pay for us to be here. Yeah. Now, I've dealt with other officers in other cities where they're actually, sometimes they're not in their car, right? And they're not wearing, they're police, but they're not in uniform, they're not in their car. So I guess that's cheaper for the city.
Yeah, if well, if they're working on it.
Right, right. Because then the city's making money revenue from getting the car out there and you in uniform.
Sure.
Right.
Well, and for us, we're covered too because we're still working for the city.
So you must like Italian food, huh?
Oh, absolutely. My last name means 20 miles in Italian.
It does?
Yeah,
You ever been to
Ventimiglia.
So he
Yeah,
goes
that's
and runs
right.
20 miles a day.
I
20?
ran one time. I did that. One time I did. 10.
I got tired just hearing that
Yeah,
story.
well, you got to be able to catch the bad guys. Man.
Cinque Terre, you ever been there?
I have not. I've never been to Italy. That's eventually that's what's going to happen. My wife's dream trip.
What do you got? Another 30 years, retire,
I,
cash out?
no, I
That
got
would be
another.
me.
I got another. I'm 38. So I got it between 12. I'll max out at 52. I started,
52?
Started at 22.
And then you guys max out, what, 80%?
90%.
90? Then what, out of state?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No way the taxes
Were
are
you
there.
thinking Oregon, Washington?
Probably Nevada.
Nevada?
Las Vegas is a pretty happening town, so we got.
Yeah.
You're gonna finish your life off gambling, huh?
Well, not necessarily gambling, just where the taxes.
Don't
are.
get caught up with the hookers and drinking. It'll take
No,
you
no,
down.
that's a different lifestyle, brother.
Yeah, I tried it. It didn't work.
Yeah.
I couldn't find any hookers that were my size.
All right, you guys have yourself a good day.
Hey,
all right?
thank you,
All right,
man.
well,
You
let's
too,
go.
brother.
Thanks for-
Hey, thanks for having such a great attitude as
Thanks
well,
for,
man.
having a good attitude.
Not a problem.
Have a good one, man.
Have a good
Take
one,
care.
man.
You do the same.
You know what?
Torres.
Pretty much everybody in your guys' police
Yeah,
station's
San
been pretty
Fernando,
nice, man.
everybody's so
Well, again, like I
stand
said, it's your guys' demeanor like anything else. Whether you guys have cameras, whether we have uniforms, you treat a person like they're an adult. If they're an adult, obviously, respect.
Yeah, we get
More
it.
likely you're gonna get it.
We get it.
Don't.
Guys' YouTube
If you're
channel.
disrespectful, you're probably gonna get that whether you're behind the camera or behind a uniform. You know
Right.
what?
Yeah, you
So-
know what? You get what you give.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of the time, not everybody, because sometimes people just come out at you the wrong way, regardless. But that's
Oh
just
yeah,
life.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
you're right. And there's a lot of people that do this,
Right.
that do that. They come from the get-go, and it's fuck you, fuck you, fuck
Right.
you, fuck you.
Right. And then vice versa. Yeah. I mean, and nowadays, at least for me, with police, I don't see that often because it's pretty dumb to do. Because most of the time, even officers, they're recording themselves too. So, but you know, everybody has a job. You have a job, just like that security guard. He has a job, and that's why he probably talked to you as well, however he spoke to you. I wasn't there, but he has a job, just the way you guys do. And you know, at the end of the day, that's what's our
Engage in a
livelihood.
professional management.
Right, but remember, everybody has different background, whether it's right or wrong.
We get
and
it.
sometimes you gotta
We get it.
go that way.
We get it.
All right, but you guys gonna hang out? Just try to stay out of their shot. You can hang out on that side. Again, we have to move out of their way too. It goes for everybody.
Are you aware of where that permit encompasses the
I have
parameter?
no idea, to be honest with you. We're just kind of like, all right, we need to clear this, clear that.
You didn't have to walk too far for this job today, huh?
No, not at all.
What channels have you seen?
I honestly don't even watch YouTube or watch those channels half the time.
Yeah, I don't watch stuff with. I like more comedy.
Yeah.
You like my channel then?
When I go home, I like to stay home and not think about work. You know what I mean?
You're not watching real stories of the highway patrol and
I'm
cops.
Nah.
trying to.
I watched it when I was a kid. That was enough.
Yeah.
Roderick Crawford.
Yeah.
He was the man.
I watched Chips.
I watched
if
the watch
anything.
Chips, yeah.
I watched all that stuff before I got in law enforcement.
A lot of it was
so when I
filmed
did,
here,
I don't
believe
wanna
it or
think
A
not.
lot of
about
them
work when I'm
they
at home,
filmed
right? When I
in
go home,
Simi
it's-
on the
That's
118.
right, man.
210.
Yeah, and the 210
Because that was
too.
being built in the 70s.
Yeah.
I've talked to
A brand
I've talked to
Boulevard.
retired police
And what
officers
happened to Estrada, man? He's trying to sell
who
land
told me
in
like,
Nevada.
man, you know,
Money, right?
Gotta make a good living.
when my parents raised me, they raised me to be a good kid. When I put on the uniform, it turns me into something. I'm not saying it does that to everybody, but it turns me into something like a powerful feeling. And sometimes that gets to us, and we start to abuse it because we have the opportunity to abuse
There
it.
are some guys who are out there like that. I mean, you're gonna have it in any profession, right?
Right, yeah.
Every profession's gonna have
And
that.
doctors begin to sell drugs, you know, just to have
Yeah.
them.
For me, it's more of a, you know, when I'm at work, law enforcement's my life. So why, when I go home, do I want to let that seep over in the time I could be spending with my family
Right.
or anything else?
And that's why I
Worry about
actually
me at work.
that's why I actually chose to come over here and step aside to talk to you, because you mentioned something to me that's actually very important. You spoke about when you go home and you take off your uniform. That right there, that mentality probably keeps you and makes you a good officer,
Yeah, and it
because
keeps me sane because you have to remember when you're putting on that uniform.
you're still human.
Yeah, you're still human, but also when you put on that uniform, you're going to work, and people are gonna have to take issue with you because of that uniform. It's not who you are at the end of the
Right.
day. And when you take it off, you go back home, and that's it.
Yeah.
Right? It's not something you got to live 365 days a year, 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
When you're not at work, you're just like everyone else.
Yeah, true that.
We'll see where we go.
My channel is San Joaquin Valley Transparency, bro.
San Joaquin County Transparency.
Just type in San Joaquin, you'll see me with the camera standing there.
All right.
I try to highlight the good officers as well as the bad.
All right. Appreciate it. Good talking with you.
Good talking to you too, bro. Thank you. Interview? Quick interview? We need spoilers, Holmes. Just kidding.
But here's one thing I'm going to tell you, and you can believe me or not believe me. There's good people, like you said, and everything. But doesn't mean you have to react that way. I've had people, even waiters or waitresses, that are rude. But I don't really let it affect me. I'm not going to go and get on their case or whatever, because you know what? Everybody's human. I've had my bad days. Everybody has their bad
Everybody,
days.
listen, when somebody's flipping me off, I know I'm not the issue. They got other things they're dealing with.
Right. Or you can react to it.
Oh yeah, well what good does that do?
It doesn't, but you're an older man now. I'm sure when you were younger, maybe you weren't so wise, just like me. You know, I'm not saying I know it all now, but trust me, I'm a lot better.
Are you saying I'm older because I got gray hair?
No, I'm just assuming, one, your attitude, but obviously, you know, your appearance, just like my appearance.
Right.
But just because you're older doesn't mean you always
Hey,
do
I'm
the
still
better thing.
learning.
Right, we all are. As long
I
as we're
just,
human.
the idea is that we are all making mistakes till we die. You just don't want to make the same one.
Yeah,
That's it. And
What
I'm
was
all for knowledge and learning.
what was the other officer's name that we spoke to that was over there? Dennis?
Danny.
Danny.
He is a Syrian, he said. Nice guy. He came from Glendale.
Right.
You know him.
Yeah.
And then the other one with him, an Asian guy, he wouldn't ID his first name. I said, dude, Transparent California, just say it. That way, nobody's going to post your name and all the money you make. Just say your name. You're going to look transparent. He wouldn't do it. I gave him an opportunity.
I mean, you guys can everyone can find out what we make. You do.
Yeah.
No, well, I gave him the opportunity.
He's
Say
a.
your name,
he-
and you're going to look good in the video.
We actually turned out to have a really good conversation.
Yeah.
I just want to say, he turned out to be really cool, man.
Yeah.
Um,
Both those guys were good. Even though
I
we didn't
appreciate
want
he
to
went
say
out of his way to come and talk to us, and we like I said, we started off on the wrong foot.
Right.
But
Danny
he went
was
out of
good.
his way as well as us to find common ground, and I just want to say I truly appreciate that from him.
Right.
Well, I can't speak for whatever happened over there, but I speak for you guys here. You guys were, mature about everything and just talked to me
Oh, yeah.
correct the way I hopefully spoke to you guys.
No, you're cool, man. You've been cool.
Yeah, you
Appreciate it.
But normally I wouldn't have this much time to talk to you, but because we're doing the movie shoot here, we're here all day long. So.
You guys are getting paid a little extra to hang around?
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. Did you want to take us all out to dinner then,
Right.
since we're gonna make you
Where'd
look
we eat? We
since we're
ate
gonna
at
make you
this
look good?
Where'd we eat? It was down
It was a
the-
little Mexican joint,
They come in and play with the accordion and the.
and they actually make the tortillas there.
That's like
Oh
half of the
man,
restaurants around here sometimes.
and they make the tortillas there de la plancha, like the corn,
Tortillas
there's
or
the maíz.
zinnias.
Was it here in San Fernando?
Yeah, yeah.
Or?
Yeah,
Right here.
it was a lady's name.
We're too
Some
early
lady.
for the buck and
It's a
a
lady's
quarter
name.
tacos off the carts at night, right?
Yeah. But you got to go to Foothill for that.
Foothill?
Yeah, because here it's not allowed. If it doesn't comply with the health department, you can't.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'll spend more money on gas to save a 50 cents.
Interview for spoiler alert, sir.
And just keep in mind too, not everybody is going to be nice to
We
you,
get
especially
it.
the camera.
Dude, my arm got twisted. Like 1.6 million views.
Kern County.
Yeah.
Interview, sir. Spoiler alert.
But what I mean is people, just regular people. And then sometimes people will go after them when they have kids, and then that's another issue there.
I know.
And people will get upset, especially little kids, because there are
We
people
know.
out there who.
Yeah,
know,
I make it a point to avoid kids, but if
Yes.
they're in there, I blur them.
Right.
You know what's
And that's good.
Yeah.
One
What's the
time we
point?
went-
What's the point?
One time we went into a probation office and everybody was in there, and then the guy came out all mad. He's like, "People don't want to be recorded." And then like after we talked to them and we educated the gentleman that we could actually be in there, before we walked out, everybody was giving us high fives, shaking our hands, and getting our channel name. And they're like, "Thank you for recording in here,
Yeah,
man."
like even that
They weren't bothered.
that sergeant over there, somebody came in with that open carry stuff and.
Oh damn!
Oh, we
Here?
we could do this, blah blah. Okay, great. He's like, great, but you're within like 100 feet of a school. Oh,
Yeah.
nice
No,
day.
that's we just
And he had to educate them, so it's like anything
we just did a
else, probably
probation
these days.
department in another city, and we were in the lobby before the security, and a lady came out trying to push us out. She said she wanted our ID, and I said, "Well, let me see your ID. I want to know where you live." And she says, "I'm taking that as a threat." It's like, really? So you can ask me for my ID to find out where I live, and I ask you where you live, and I'm a threat. I know, so it's okay. We laugh.
Right. One thing I've learned in this job, you have, like I said, all sorts of people from all walks of life, and whether you like it or not, you just have to respect.
You're like an underpaid shrink.
Pretty much, yeah. That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
It's a good
Huh? You like that?
shrink therapist.
Everything.
Wear so many hats
And
some
you're
days.
supposed to know everything.
You're an underpaid shrink with weapons. How's that?
Yeah, and everything else in between, babysitter, you name it.
There's a lot of things on my channel that I talk about as far as like, you probably won't like this, but taking the guns away from officers that are not
they're out there.
senior officers or
Everybody.
senior deputies or whatnot.
I work custody, so trust me, they do a lot of that, especially when they're going to go to prison.
Right.
That's all they do. That's their profession.
So I touch a lot of tough topics like the blue line flag, and a lot like Officer Danny was saying that he didn't know that there was an issue between veterans, that they just don't like it. It's disrespectful to them. So I said, what if all the officers that want the blue line flag and want to use it, and then everybody else that don't like it, and they all sat in a meeting and they talked about, well, check it out, man. 20% of the United States just don't like it. It's causing discomfort. It's causing animosity between that. Why don't we just get rid of it? I mean, why don't we just end it? We don't need it anyways. We'll just put the American flag back on the cars, like
Right.
But
here's one thing, though. One thing is whether I like what somebody else likes.
Right, that's
doesn't
true.
matter.
That's true.
That's what makes this country great. just because I agree with it or disagree with it, or I get offended by it.
Right, right.
It shouldn't matter because everybody has what they
That's
like.
true.
and don't
That's
like.
true.
And that's one thing.
So now, are you guys allowed to have like Black Lives Matter insignias and stuff around anything political around?
Well, we can't get involved in politics as police officers
All right,
on
now
duty.
wouldn't now wouldn't you call that politics?
What's that?
Political
Blue
statement.
line flag.
No, because it's part of what we do. It's kind of like if I have my own religion, I can't come in here and do whatever, promote whatever my religion is, because that has nothing to do
With
with
the blue line religion, you can though.
It's not a blue religion, but again, that's another whole conversation
Yeah,
that could go on forever. But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, everybody has their own opinion.
Yeah.
That should be respected. You may like things like that. You may believe it's a religion, and I respect. Just because I don't believe what you're saying, it doesn't mean that you're wrong.
I know.
And
I
doesn't
understand
mean that I'm wrong either.
I
You know what I
understand
mean?
that.
But that's what again makes this country great. That we could all disagree, but at the end of the day, whether I'm offended or you're offended,
Right.
we need to leave it as is, because that's what we're entitled to.
Well, that's well put, and I want to tell you that I am of the Jewish faith, and I am in a gang, but I never do drive-bys on the Sabbath. Just wanted to put that out there.
I appreciate that.
The only thing about that blue line flag, though, is you guys like to put it on the cars, and I think that's bullshit. You guys wear it on your clothing, so it kind of discredits everything you just
I
said.
don't know, blue, man. Don't you suck up the heat in that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who
It's
came up with
horrible.
that great
Somebody,
idea?
I'm sure, back in the 40s, 50s.
Somebody who manufactured blue fabric.
wool and all that good stuff.
The guys that
Tan, that stains really easy.
on one of the channels that do what we do is in Rhode Island. You ought to see the police uniforms over there. They look like right out of the Star Wars movie with the boots and the pants that pop
Rhode
out
Island
and
police,
the boots
they look
that come
like stormtroopers.
straight stormtroopers,
Crazy.
dude.
It's crazy.
Was it Chicago that wears white
Well,
uniforms?
there's all sorts, like in Florida, they'll wear all green. They look like they work for sanitary departments instead, but at the end of the day, it's all the same job.
It's funny in out there in the East Coast, like in New York, they tell them, go get your white shirt when they want a supervisor. Like here we say, can you go get your supervisor? They go, go get a white shirt. You know what I mean?
And that's what, it's kind of like McDonald's, they have
Yeah.
different color shirts. Same thing with some police departments.
Yeah, true that, man.
Yeah, it's like, what is it? Down in the south, it's when someone lights them up, they call them the blue light. In California, the
Blue
the blue light's not the important light. It's the red light that's the important light.
Ah.
But, it's different everywhere.
When I got an extra 20, the red light's important to me. You know, the red light district.
Ah, I got it. I was like, wait a minute.
That's better than the blue light special they have at Kmart.
There you go. Yeah, I'm a high roller with a 20.
Let's roll.